how many of you make millions of dollars with the jobs that you have right now? Okay, most of you don't. But you know who do? Professional athletes. I think it is important for all of you to know how much money they're making, because people that actually work and try to make a difference throughout society aren't getting paid as much as they do, when all they're doing is playing a sport and hitting a ball or passing it or tackling people. And I've been researching this topic for about 2.5 weeks now, and I've noticed like the progression of how much money they're making over the years, and that is getting larger and larger. And I think that you guys should know how much they're making. And I believe that athletes deserve a salary cap, because all the money that they're making can be used for something more beneficial, like building schools or giving more money to people who need it, like people who are going to college. I mean, I know all of us need money. First, I will discuss why professional athletes deserve a salary cap. Then I will discuss the advantages of a salary cap for other teams and what the salary cap, how it benefits society. That's the millions of dollars they make. So, in order for us to know how much, in order for us to understand that athletes need a salary cap, we need to know how much they're making. And according to an article on Forbes.com, Tiger Woods is receiving $78.1 million, and all he's doing is hitting a small ball with a golf club, and he's getting all that money. But however, I know plenty of you have heard about that fire in San Diego last week or so, and they're over there risking their lives to save people's homes and to save land and stuff like that, and they're not even getting paid close to the $100 million that they're making. And according to an anonymous author on debate.org, people don't need this much money. There are guys in sports making more than $100 million a season when there's other people who can't even find a job because they don't have the money. People who work their butts off actually make a difference in society, deserve recognition. And from social media, I'm sure many of you know dumb things that athletes have done. They take performance enhancement drugs, they get DUIs, and I know you guys, this is Aaron Hernandez on the left, and then that's Michael Vick on the right. And Michael Vick went to jail because he was fighting dogs, and I'm sure he thought he wasn't going to get caught, but he got caught up. And according to Bob Salzberg of the Associated Press in a 2014 article, he states that Hernandez had been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. And before any of this happened, he had just signed a multi-year contract worth $40 million. And recently today, SportsCenter released that he is now not pleaded guilty of those murders. And now that I have discussed why professional athletes deserve a salary cap, I will discuss the advantages of a salary cap for other sports teams. I know many of you have heard of the good teams such as the New York Yankees, the Lakers, and the New England Patriots. Those teams are very well known throughout sports, and their franchise is very elite. If there were no salary cap, these teams would just get they will get all the top prospects, and the teams that don't have as much money, they wouldn't get anybody, and they still suck. Then, according to an anonymous author in an article on teeninc.com, salary caps would balance the playing level of teams. I mean, I'm sure nobody wants to go to any football game or baseball game or basketball game and watch the other team get blown out. It's not fun. You want to be entertained and see a good game. According to the article, The Advantages of Salary Caps by Maxwell Wallace, a salary cap benefits many things such as talent distribution, competitive balance, higher attendance. It increases revenues. It increases the competition, media exposure, and wage parity and organizational intelligence. And finally, in this picture right here, it's 2014, the salary caps for the football teams. That's the Oakland Raiders and all of them. And that's just the ranks from number 1 to 5. And the cap space for the 5th one is $39 million. Just imagine the people that are at the bottom, which is like 32, they probably won't even have enough money to buy 2 people. They probably just have to sign free agents or something like that because they don't have enough money to buy top prospects or anything like that. Then finally, I will discuss how a salary cap will benefit the people in society. These athletes make millions of dollars and spend it on what? Some athletes might invest their money into charities and programs, but most of them don't. With all the money they make, we could use to help to build more schools and stuff like that. I mean, I guess you might want to live in a house that big, but what's the point? There's no need to live in a house that big. You can make $15 million in 5 years, and that's giving them the benefit of the doubt. That's $3 million a year that you can live off of. We have people out there in third world countries living in shacks and drying their clothes on hang lines and stuff and carrying water from ponds and stuff like that. When if they gave them money, then it wouldn't be that hard for them and they could give them a better life. They say that they're not in the sport for the money and that they're just in it for the love of the game, but if they were in it for the love of the game, they wouldn't mind taking a salary cut pay. And these athletes get paid so much, but they're very ungrateful about it. And so, and to conclude my speech, I believe that professional athletes should have a salary cap because all that money that they get can be used for something more beneficial. And I discussed with you why professional athletes should have a salary cap. Then I discussed the advantages of a salary cap for other sports teams. And finally, I discussed how it could benefit society. I hope that through this speech I was able to convince you guys that professional athletes deserve a salary cap because we all could use the extra money. That's it.